Hello, Tigger. How are you? Okay, I'm just going to switch to a clean sound here for this next part. Laid to rest. So first thing we need to know is we have this triplet feel through this tune. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. So tick, tick, tick. Right? 3 evenly spaced notes in every beat. So if this was our quarter note, tick, tick, tick. 8th note we would double. 1 and 2 and 3. Triplets, triplet, 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 triplet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? So here's the most interesting thing about this. The first triplet will always start with a down pick, down, up, down. But the second triplet will always start with an up pick, up, down, up. So you have to work on this down, up, down. Tick, 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 tick. Tick, tick. So I'm just working on the down, up, down. And I also have to work on up, down, up, tick. Up, down, up, tick. Tick, 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 tick. Of course, when you put it together, it's just alternate picking. Triplet, triplet, tick, 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 tick. But that's an important thing to keep in mind through this whole thing. Okay, here we go. So we're drop D to start with. If anybody's tried to play along and are wondering, why does my string, low string, doesn't sound like his? So remember, to make your low E string sound like a D, you have to tune it down one whole step. So I'm going to bring it just back up to E here for just a second. So there's relatively close to E. To make it D, I'm going to hit my D string, then I'm going to hit that low E. I'm going to hit them together. I'm always going to come a little bit lower and then back up into it. Gives me a D power chord. Okay, here we go. First beat, 3 open Ds. Remember we said down, up, down. Beat 2, we're going to start with an E flat on the 6th fret of our 5th string. Gives us an E flat. We're going to go E flat, D, so 6th fret to 5th fret to 3rd fret to a C. E flat, D, C. Now remember, you're going to pick that up, down, up, because your first 3 Ds were down, up, down, up, down, up. Evenly spaced, so tick, 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 tick. I'm just repeating this for a moment. Doesn't really do this in the song. You may also want to just go triplet to that E flat, getting used to picking that with an up. Down, up, down, up. Okay, then we're back to 3 low Ds again on beat 3. Down, up, down again, so we have tick, 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 tick. So I might just work on that a little tiny bit. Then beat 4 of this measure, it's only a 4 measure riff. This is beat 4 of measure 1. We're going to go F, the 3rd fret of your 4th string. So remember, starting with an up right now. So did I say that right? 3rd fret of your 4th string gives us an F. Back to the D, 5th fret of your 5th string. And then the E flat, that 6th fret of your 5th string. So up, down, up. F, D, E flat. Up, down, up. So if I just practice that with the D, put this together now. Very cool sounding, isn't it? I love this riff. So slow again. 2, 3, 4. Triplet, triplet, triplet. Okay, moving on to measure 2. So measure 2 starts with the 3 low Ds again. Down, up, down. Now we're going to come to the 8th fret of our 6th string, which would normally be a C, but because we're tuned down, it's a B flat. This one's, we're going to go from the 8th fret to the 5th fret, which is now a G because of the tuning, to the 4th fret, which would be G flat. So we have 8th fret, 5th fret, 4th fret. So the 3 Ds, Remember, follow the same picking, right? The 3 Ds are down, up, down. Then this beat 2 is up, down, up. And you go 8, 5, 4, which we said would be a B flat, a G, and a G flat. Then we're going to slide to the 7th fret, which now sounds like an A, would normally be a B. Sorry, I'll just say 7. I know that gets confusing with if learning the... anyway, okay. 7 to 8 to 7. So in this case, it's an A to a B flat to an A. So notice there was no 3 low Ds between these notes. We went from... Which also means when you get to the 7th fret, which sounds like an A, we're going down, up, down, instead of up, down, up like we have on all the previous picked notes versus the open string, right? Then we're going to go to the 10th fret, which would normally be a D, but sounds like a C. Sorry, I can't help myself. Back to the 7th fret to the 8th fret. Okay, so this whole little part here, this measure was 3 Ds. Then we went from the 8th to the 5th to the 4th, slid to the 7th, 8, 7, then 10, 7, 8. Look, I did it with all just numbers. So that one's a little bit tricky with that little slide. But very cool sounding, isn't it? Okay, we're going to keep moving. You can pause and rewind it to get the hang of that. Then we're on to measure 3 now. 3 low Ds again. This time, we got a new little tiny rhythm in here. So you know we talked about our quarter note, tick, tick, right? 8th note, we double it, tick, tick, tick. And then the triplet, we said triplet, triplet. I want to come back to the 8th note for just a second. Tick, tick, right? There's our 8th note at this tempo, whatever this tempo is. We can also put 16th note triplets in the beat, which is triplet, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. It's putting 6 notes in one beat. So this next part, we're going to grab the 4th fret of our D string, and we're going to play a 16th note triplet. So we're going to go, and we're going to hammer on the G. So it's an F sharp on the 4th fret, hammer on the G, pull back off to F sharp. Now, I think the first time on the record, I believe it goes to the 5th fret of the D string, or the A string, sorry, to give us a D. But I think every other time we hear it, I think it goes to the 6th fret. So we're basically going, you know how we said we could go triplet, triplet. We only need one triplet, and then this D, or E flat, depending on where we are in the song, is the rest of that beat. So we're just going to go F sharp, 4th fret of the D string, 4th string, hammer on the G, pull off, and then the 5th fret. In some cases, it'll be the 6th. So sometimes we're going to have this. Sometimes we're going to have... It's a very quick... and how you pick that D or E flat on the 5th string is up to you. It could be a down or an up, really. I don't really know which I prefer, to tell you the truth. But anyway, the trick is hammer, pull off very quickly, triplet, triplet. And then when you hit that, that would be the other part of the triplet, 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 triplet. Okay, so we had 3 Ds, then this, then 3 Ds again. And then this time we're coming to the 8th fret of our 4th string to give us a B flat. And we're going 8th fret, 5th fret, 7th fret. B flat, A, G. So this measure was... And I think the rest of the times we hear it in the song, I think it's that E flat. As opposed to... So either way, it happens so fast it wouldn't really matter which one you hit, I don't think. Okay, and then that moves us to our final measure, the 4th measure. We're going to start with the same little 16th note triplet we just did in measure 3. This one definitely is the E flat though. And then here's how we're going to end this really cool riff. So we do that again, beat 1. Then we're going to go that F sharp again on the 4th fret, to D on the 5th fret of your 5th string, to E flat. So we had, so. and then we're going to come back here to the 3rd fret for a C, then D, then this A flat on the 6th fret. So beat 1, beat 2, sorry I lost my place. That's beat 2, F sharp, D, E flat, so 4th fret, 5th fret, 6th fret. Beat 3, 3rd fret C, 5th fret D, B flat on the 6th fret here. And then last part, we come back to the C again. This time we go to the 5th fret of the 6th string for a G, and then G sharp or A flat, whatever you want to call it, 6th fret. So we had C, 3rd fret, the 5th string, 5th fret of your 6th string, 6th fret of your 6th string. So the last 2 beats were so that whole measure. Oops, sorry. Isn't that cool? Such a great riff. It's all together. Did I do that right? Yes, sorry. Wait a second. Oh my goodness. I completely got lost there. What am I doing? All right, anyway, laid to rest. Super fun. Awesome riff. There's so many other really cool riffs in this tune, and I actually would like to teach all of them because it's got so many little cool things. I think it's got some sort of little, if I can remember how it goes now. I don't remember how it goes. Anyway, there's all these other little parts that are really neat, and I would like to try and teach. So subscribe if you have not. musiclearning.com is my site. Come be part of that. Become a member. I'll build you your own lesson. Well, I shouldn't promise that because that depends on how many people are joining. But anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll have more of this song and lots more to come. Okay, thanks for watching.